What's up, people? Mike here, and this is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, crushing difficulty walkthrough. This is Chapter 8, Partners. So, um, as you saw in the last video, we got reunited with Sam, and now we're, let's see, we got the dynamic, we're the three amigos, that's who we are. Going to stop Asav, since he has the tusk now, and we can't let him get away. Then we need to, as we find out, the lieutenant that was with Nadine in Uncharted 4 that towards the end turned his gun on her and went with Rafe, you find out that he's the one that's in the helicopter. So Nadine gets to have her revenge on him, kind of tie up loose ends, because, you know, as I said way back in the beginning, like, this was supposed to just be story DLC for Uncharted 4, but as they were putting this together, it got bigger than they must have anticipated getting, so they turned into a full-fledged game with, you know, its own physical release and trophy list and everything else. So some of the banter between Nadine, Chloe, and Sam are pretty funny, since by this point in the game, you know, Chloe and Nadine have gotten used to, you know, working together, and then Sam's like the odd one out, trying to, you know, help them, but, you know, they're like, oh, you know, we don't need your help, we're good at this. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, so like that, you know, he's used to the one being boosted up, so, you know, he feels kind of like, oh, you know, I could have helped, you know. It's a little funny moment, like, after all the, like, the shit that we've gone through, it's good to have, you know, a little bit of moment of just, you know, funny moments with the group. But and the way I edited, you know, I put the whole helicopter section in its own video, since I feel like a lot of people are gonna be looking for that section on its own when they do their crushing run. I feel like I got a pretty good way of dealing with that, and like the less amount of stress possible, since you know, just like the APC part, there's 0 checkpoints until you actually grapple on to the helicopter, which is, I'm very surprised they gave that a checkpoint, considering that with the APC, when the backup truck shows up, they didn't give that a checkpoint, which I'm still kind of pissed about, especially after I found out that the helicopter has a checkpoint when you grapple onto it. So I don't know why they couldn't give, when the backup truck shows up after the APC is destroyed, why they couldn't give that a checkpoint is kind of really annoying in hindsight. So, but when you get up here, you're gonna get thrown into a firefight, but it's an awkward firefight because you don't have any weapons, so you need to really figure out what your, the best path. So what I do is I'll run up here, I grab that grenade, and then I take cover here, and usually this guy will be in cover, so I can just quickly kill him. This guy is usually busy with Nadine, but I kind of got unlucky and he was shooting at me, but I was able to get in the cover before he killed me. By this point you should have 3 grenades, so run up here and you want to catch these guys like in their spawn location. There's a runner, a heavy shotgunner, and I think just a normal enemy, I can't remember. But if you can get your grenades good, I don't think I had great grenade throws. I don't think I got all 3 of them. But if you can get good throws, you should be able to kill those guys. But I have this shotgun showing up, and if you, depending on how you have your sound, like you can hear this runner coming up because he like breathes heavy. He's like I guess because he has like the mask on, so he can't like breathe properly. I'm not really sure, but I kind of got unlucky there because he ended up grabbing me while that shotgunner was still alive, but I managed to not die, so that was nice. And then this is me finding out that you can't actually melee these runners even if they've been stunned, so I just had to let Nadine fuck him up. And then this area kind of gets a little messy just because of that stupid runner that grabbed me. So what I decided to do is that I use this inner cave system to my advantage to like put enough distance between me and the other soldiers. And then I believe at this point I only have like 2 or 3 guys left. So this ended up working out as being the best way I found to deal with this room. It's a little aggressive in the beginning because you're pretty much just running to like an enemy spawn, but like I said, by the running up there you should have at least 3 grenades, so you can very quickly just chuck them back there and you should be able to kill all 3 guys that are spawned back there. I actually found that out by accident on one of my attempts going through here, because I thought those guys didn't spawn until the initial enemies on the ground were dead, but apparently they're just waiting up there like the entire time. So running up there and just chucking grenades, you can catch them off guard before they have a chance to like separate. But after that, the rest of this video is just like platforming. Towards the end there's a point with a sequence where you need to push like a train cart against the wall so you can jump over, and when you jump over there and you boost Sam up, Chloe and Nadine have a conversation that doesn't allow you to jump back over the wall, so you pretty much just have to let them finish their conversation before you can jump back over. So I just cut out the entire section, so I have it so I get up to where the train tracks are, and then I just cut to us pushing the cart back against the wall so that we can climb up. Since it ended up being, I think, something like 4 minutes I had to cut out, and it was just 4 minutes of like wasted footage of doing nothing. So other than that, the next video is the helicopter, and I will see you there.
Looks sturdy enough.
Thanks, you too. Well done.
Yeah, not bad, considering it was her idea.
So you never heard us all talk about
Switcheroo.
You two are doing just great down there.
Okay, ready.
You got it. Bombs away!
Perfect. Let's go.
All right, come on up. Your turn, Miss Ross.
Don't call me that.
Yeah, well, it's professional courtesy.
In that case, call me ma'am.
I can't do that.
Look, nearly there. Sam, you can use my rope.
Go ahead. You can use mine.
Part of the rope club.